And greetings, everybody. Keith here. Hoping everybody's having a good day, enjoying life, living life, loving life. I want to remind everybody, please hit that like, share, and subscribe button. There is a PayPal link down in the details section for anybody who wants to share some love. And tonight I don't have the link down there because I don't plan on having an open panel. If you want, please request it, and we will. But I just wanted to do a short stream tonight about the city council meeting that we did tonight. And I'm going to get right into it with the first video. It was supposed to start out with a communication with one of the inmates that they're holding at the local county jail because he told one of the officers to suck his dick. That's it. That's all it took. And he was literally thrown in the jail over somebody's feelers. And that's what we're talking about. We're talking about violating people's First Amendment right simply because you get emotional. And this is one of the things that I mentioned that I'm going to start doing is going out and doing some auditing. So tonight was the actual first audit I've ever done, aside from possibly, if you want to call it, my stop almost 8 years ago. I did audit on that. Didn't turn out quite as well as I would have liked, but of course that was expected. In the end, despite the fact that I, quote, lost the case, I actually won in the concept that I know much better what's going on today by being so upset about that incident and finally just saying, I'm done. I'm going to stop just doing what everybody keeps telling me. I'm no longer going to just do a job. There's something greater that has to be available for people to be able to create remedies and stuff. And that something greater is a greater communication, because that's the base foundation of the problem is we don't know how to communicate with each other. And so one of the things that I want to do is start communicating with the local city council. And I don't know why I didn't learn this when I was younger, but like I've spoken about my mom and dad being workers employed by the federal government all their life. My dad was actually one of the most prolific people published by the local letter to the editor. My parents, like I said, grew up doing the Socratic thing that we've been doing a series on here lately. And I will, by the way, get back to that tomorrow night. But for tonight, we're just going to do a little short review on a couple videos I did. Now, my camera somehow didn't want to do the volume thing. So I didn't get any good video on this one, but I did get a good video on my phone as it relates to the gentleman that's in jail. And then I got a couple links up. I'm going to show one from the actual City Hall monitor to show the presence there. So we're going to get right into it with the first video I did on my phone. Okay, greetings everybody. Keith here. Hoping everybody's having a good day. We're down here at the local Waterloo Police Department, getting ready to do a city council audit at 5:30. We just went over to the county jail to visit somebody that they locked up for 10 days. And of course, that didn't go as well as planned. We didn't get to communicate with him. And of course, the sheriff gave us a little bit of hassle, but it went. We evidently did eventually get to communicate with them after the fact, but they had actually a scheduled appointment to speak with him, but for some reason they were on lockdown and something didn't go right, and then they offered us a different way to do the visit, and that would have been outside of the parameters, and so there was a small issue there, but they did eventually get to communicate with them, and you can I believe, find that communication on Flex Your Freedoms. Flex Your Freedoms or Butt Crack News Network, BCNN. So there's actually 4 words, butt, and then crack, and then news, and then network. You should be able to find that on both those channels. Rather well, according to that. We didn't have any agitation or excitation or anything like that. So that part of it went smoothly. And if they hadn't been for my miscommunication, I thought everything was starting at 4. And that's why I set the live for 4. But consequently, like I said, the city council meeting is until 5:30. So I'll be doing that, but I don't know if I'll be doing it live. I will do my best, but I do have another recording device that I will set up to record the entirety, and we'll upload that later when we get done.
And like I said, my volume didn't come through on that other recording device, so that will not be uploaded. I may in the future do some editing of the regular Waterloo City Council Hall video that's up, and bringing other parts of that City Hall meeting, but it wouldn't be really relevant to my participation in it, except for the fact that it wasn't a singular audit. We had, I believe there were a total of about 15 people down there. Only 2 or 3 of us from the local community. All the rest were from out of town and out of state. We had one guy from Minnesota, one guy from Nebraska. I think another guy was from Illinois. So it was great to have that outside support. And that's what I'm talking about, folks. It's a communication level thing. And we have to learn how to start communicating with other people outside of our own communities to bring the communities themselves together on the same basis.
To show the results of it. So in the meantime, you guys be blessed, and we'll see you again later. Bye.
Okay, and so the next one, we're going to get right into it, is the City Hall meeting, and it's an hour-long video, but I just went to the point where I got up to the podium because I think what I had to say here was very short and sweet. And like I said, City Hall gives you 3 minutes. I did it in 2. I always try to make sure I make it very short and sweet, so I don't have to worry about that 3-minute time limit, because in my eyes, things are that simple if we can just get down to the correct communication.
Good evening, everybody. My name's Keith, and I think it's paramount that everybody understand that if you're going to continue with this budgeting system based upon the people in your community that you depend upon to receive those very monies, then you need to start listening to the people in the beginning. My specific issue is I want a meeting with the mayor, a private meeting. I called about 6 months ago to the ladies down in the office, and they assured me that somebody would get back to me and I would have that private meeting so we could discuss the details specifically to myself as they relate to the rest of this community. I'm not who you think I am. I'm not a resident, and I'm not a United States citizen. I'm a man that was born just like everybody else, a living soul. And when we start placating that a budget is more important than the living souls that support it, that becomes an egregious act against humanity. Can I set up that appointment with you tonight, sir? All I need is, as a member of this community, a private meeting to meet with you that has been negated for 6 months.
You can call my office in the morning. We can work from there.
My name is Keith. I hope you will pass that along to whoever's taking that call, that I'm not playing games. We are slowly becoming, in modern America, Hitler's willing executioners for nothing more than $1. I'm sorry if that hurts anybody, but that's the reality I see. And I think everybody else needs to start taking a look at that. Thank you for the time.
Thank you, sir.
So I don't know about you guys. I think I held my composure pretty good for an angry old man dealing with this in real life and not on some metaverse. Of course, that's where we're at now. But like I said, this is just the beginning of my auditing experiences. So I hope it grows and I'm able to show you interactive with this community how it's supposed to work. I can only presume, even in myself, knowing myself, that I would be able to maintain that good composure but knowing the idiocy and the problematic communication levels that we have to deal with these servants that are in public trust, that they themselves don't know a lot of the details that I'm going to bring forth. It will be upsetting to them, and it may be so upsetting that they might come back on me. But again, I don't care. You can put me in that lion's den again and again and again. You can take my life, but you'll never accomplish anything near taking my spirit. So with that, I appreciate all of your support. Thanks for stopping in. And like I said, I'll see you again tomorrow night with the rest of the Socratic Logic series. And in the meantime, you know me, guys. I love you, but I don't give a rat's ass whether you love me back. That's to say, I don't care if you hate me. I don't care if you don't respect me. That's on you. So may God bless you and have a good night. Thanks again, folks.